Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome back to our Flight Simulator UK Coastal Tour. So we're going to continue in our Cub Crafter X Cub. I put it back onto live weather. It's actually pretty decent today, so figured we'd go live. So we're going to basically take off from where we landed earlier on the last episode last week. We are going to come down to Haggerston. We're going to head up to the Seahouses area. We're then going to go, that's there. We're then going to go up to the castle at Bamborough. Should point that out, Bamborough. Over to Holy Island, and we'll show you Holy Island, and I'll show you the road. Then we're going to show you Haggerston Castle, which is a haven site. Then over to Berwick upon Tweed, before making a fairly long jump over to where we're going to land today. And that will cover the east coast of Britain side. And the next point will be heading into Scotland and round to Edinburgh. So let's get stuck in. So if you're new here, everyone, if I could just ask you to do one thing for me, that would be amazing. And that is, if you're watching on Twitch live, thank you very much indeed. And if you're watching this on YouTube, which is my main focus, my main channel, please subscribe to the channel, give it a like. So don't expect everyone to watch the video in full, but if you could, that would be awesome, and it would certainly help my watch hours. If you live in the area and you want to show it to your friends, please feel free to share it out to your friends. If you know people that are thinking of coming to this area, please share it out with your friends, because I've got a little bit of information on this area, having stayed here recently, and I've got some YouTube videos on this area as well, so that'll be well worth checking out. So I'll share it now. At the top of the screen you will see something you can click on, which will take you to the playlist of Northumberland, so definitely worth checking out, everyone. So we'll get straight onto it. Straight up to our first point, which should not take us long to get there. Which is Haggerston. The weather is absolutely gorgeous today. So this part of Northumberland, I mean, I absolutely recommend coming to see. Should be on your list of places to visit, definitely. Now then, Haggerston, we have done a video on. We had a walk up to Haggerston Castle. It is English heritage. The place is actually called Dunstable Castle, not Haggerston Castle. You can access it via National Trust and I do believe English Heritage, although don't quote me on that, you'd need to look it up yourself. You park in the Haggerston Quarry car park, or That's where we parked anyway. So I'm taking you this route round, guys, because I want to show you the actual harbour area. So Dunstanburgh Castle is a magnificent place to visit. Probably just for the views alone, guys, on the place, because when you're there, you all know what I mean. So yeah, feel free to check out my video on this place. It's certainly worth a watch. And here it's famous for kipper in a cob, or kipper in a bun. I had one from here. Definitely worth having, guys. So you park in the car park basically here, and you walk up the coastline. So it's a fairly long walk. So if you're not very mobile, perhaps not the easiest place to get to. The castle sits right on the cliff edge here, as you'll see. So as you walk from Craster itself, we walked it up here, we went to the castle, and then we walked back along the fields here. And then you walk up, and it's magnificent views of the actual castle as you're coming around. But you know, as usual, you probably don't do it justice what it actually really looks like. The castle ruins are quite big and impressive, as you can see. You just imagine it. Can you just imagine the castle overlooking the sea here? I can imagine it was absolutely magnificent in its day. If you're into geocaching, there's a few geocaches in this location as well. Alright, so we'll continue, guys, up the coast. Oh, we have got a bit of wind today. It's blowing the plane about a bit. I think we are fighting into a bit of a headwind here. Okay, so as we're coming along the coastline, my next target that I've marked, my next waypoint, visual waypoint, after the castle, there's another area where we walked, which is High Newton and Low Newton by the sea. So you can park, there is a car park you can park in High Newton, or very close to High Newton. And it's a beautiful little circular coastal walk that you can do here. Try and get you over to it the best I can. So it's basically this area here. So that on the right hand side is like a National Trust headquarters, I do believe. And we parked here. There is a car park up here, as you'll see in a minute. But this little bit of coastline in front of us is a fabulous little area to walk. So High Newton itself is not very big at all, but it does have some beautiful coastline. Yeah, and we park basically, you come down this lane here and we park down here. This is the car park here, right below us there. So again, that's another video you can find on my YouTube channel, where we did a walk down here basically in a big circular. So now we're going to continue, guys, up the Northumberland coast, to Beadnell and Beadnell Bay Beach. Now this was a place that I actually missed. We didn't actually get to go here. We just didn't get the time. But we'll go back and next time we'll visit this place. So basically below us here is Beadnell Bay Beach. It's got its own little car park. Get you straight over, give you a good view of it as you're flying over. As we head along the B1340, which is what's below us, which is going to take us straight to Seahouses. Now we did actually drive through Seahouses to get up to Bamborough Castle, and I filmed a shot of driving along the road up to Bamborough Castle, and it's such an amazing shot that I'd share it. Not initially planned on doing that, but yeah, I felt like I had to share it. So it just looks so amazing. So yeah, on this occasion we never actually stopped at Seahouses. We just drove through it. Seahouses is also a nice place. I've been here before. Once again, it's small. It's got a few bars, a few pubs, a little harbour. Now this is the road that you drive along to Bamborough Castle. I'll give you one more look at a Seahouses. Okay, so this is the scenic road that you can drive along, which will take you straight to Bamborough Castle. Which is 100% worth showing you. It's definitely most breezy today. I want to come in low because I want to give you a good shot of the castle. And you can see how amazing it looks as you're driving up to the Bamborough itself. I'm whipping in at 500 feet to give you a good view of it. And this is again a magnificent place, and actually they actually filmed part of the new Indiana Jones movie here, which you'll see when it gets released. So that's the magnificent Bamborough Castle. So I'll make a turn, guys. I'll come over the village. It's a lovely village green here. You can sit in if it's summer. You can have a picnic on there. That's what we did. We had a bit of a picnic. We parked here on this side street. We'll do another turn, guys. Actually, we'll come this way around, give you another view of it. Come round this way, give you a view, and then we're going to head off to Holy Island, or Lindis Farm. So we'll go one more view. So flying over, guys. Bamborough Castle is obviously worth a second look. Go over the top of it. So you can park in the car park at Bamborough. We parked on the side street. It's a lovely little area here. You can walk around the front, and you can walk around the side of it, the castle. Obviously, if you want to go and see it, you will have to pay. There is a fee. But yeah, it's such an amazing site. The castle is so well preserved. Okay guys, so now we're going to head off to Holy Island, Lindisfarne. So I've done a video on Bamborough Castle, so please once again consider checking it out. And then I would like to suggest that you check out my series on Holy Island. There's a couple of little islands here, to be fair, dotted about, that have got lighthouses and whatnot. But we're just going to take you straight up to Holy Island. There's definitely some clouds in the hills in the background over there. We're okay where we're going. So, how you get to Holy Island? Well, basically, from Haggerston Castle, it's near Haggerston Castle, there's a road that you need to come along to get onto the Holy Island, and it's the Holy Island Causeway. It's tidal, so you can only actually go to the island when the tide is out. And obviously you don't want to get stuck on the island, so make sure you get your timing right. The last thing you want to do is get stuck on the island. Now, when I was a child, my mum and dad had a Ford Cortina, an old car, and we went to visit Haggerston Castle. We went to visit Holy Island, and while we were there, they decided to leave, and they broke down on the causeway. Luckily, they were able to get the car started just as the tide was beginning to reach the road, so I was able to get off. But there's plenty of videos online of people that have not been able to get off. So if you go at the right time of year, well, most of the time of year, you will see seals. There's lots of seals around Holy Island. They actually love this bay. It must be plenty of food for them to eat. I can't show you the causeway because it's showing full water here, so it's impossible. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to show you what we did, the walk we did. Basically, we walked the entire island, and it doesn't take that long. We made a day of it. We had fantastic weather for it. Like I say, the videos are on YouTube for you to check out. So, the first thing I'm going to do is show you the car park, obviously, where you will park when you arrive at the island. You will park in this massive car park here. Now, we walked along the coastline here, then into the village itself, which has got a magnificent church. Now, when the tide's out, that little island there with the trees in front of us, you can walk to, and there's a cross on it. And then we walk back. You've got the church ruins here. Then you walk along this cliff bit down to this little harbour area, so you can see the church ruins below us. And then you walk along here to the castle. And then this is the castle here. That's the castle. Well, that's an image of what it perceives to be a castle. And then we walked along the island here, all the way around. You can basically do a walk all the way around the island pretty much. When you get to this tip where the lake is, you can walk off to the right hand side to the viewpoint on the corner, or you can head slightly left. Now if you come this way, but I will tell you this, if you come over here, this is where we saw some deer. We saw some deer here. Now this has got probably the best beaches for miles and miles and miles over here, but to get to them you're going to have to navigate a load of sand dunes, so you need to be physically fit to do it, because it is difficult to get over some of these sand dunes. But there are some absolutely fantastic beaches over on this side. And then as you come around here, it's a massive sand dune. I'm not exactly sure where it was, but I think it was down here basically, because you can get a good view of the beach on the right hand side here from the top of the sand dune. And then you basically walk left there. See that path there, look, that goes through the sand dunes? You walk left there and that takes you back to the car park. But if you follow that path through the sand dunes, you come onto this amazing beach, and hardly anyone goes onto it from that side. Now the road that brings you to the island, if you look, is on that left wing, and this is the causeway. Obviously lots of cars park down here and then walk to the beach on the right hand side, down this side of the island. So I'll take you all the way across the causeway. You can see the causeways on the causeways to the left, and then it crosses here. Right, so now we're officially crossing the water. And you can see what I mean about not wanting to get your car stuck in the middle of the causeway. It would not be good. There is a rescue tower somewhere in the middle. Not exactly sure where. Might be where that sticks out there actually. There is a rescue tower if they do get stuck. So what we're going to do now, guys, is we're going to go over a haven site which is called Haggerston Castle, and this is where we stayed. Now at one time you used to be able to walk from Haggerston Castle all the way to the beach. Unfortunately you can't do that anymore. They've made it so you can't cross the railway line. There's a high-speed railway line, it's the East Coast Main Line, and you can't actually get to this beach over here. You used to be able to, unless they've changed it. You can get through the golf course, and you can get up to the lane here, which will bring you down to the railway crossing on the left and the main road that takes you over the causeway. You can basically see it here. I'll take you straight over it. So this is the East Coast Main Line, right on the nose. And there's the golf course. Now you can get down to the side of this railway line, and there is a road, a gravel road that will take you down to the main road that will let you go to Holy Island. But I mean, I advise you go in the car, unless you haven't got a car. But you used to be able to go over this road here and walk all the way down to the coast, but you can't. The last time we visited, you can't get that way anymore. Anyway guys, this is Haggerston Castle. So we stayed at this funny shaped lake here, which was called Badger Lakes. I did a video showing you this area. I've done a video showing you flying the drone over this field here. And this is Haggerston Castle itself. Actually a really good haven site in my opinion. Beautiful lake in the middle. It's got a few lakes dotted around. But yeah, we were really surprised and we really enjoyed it when we visited this place. Definitely recommend it. If you're thinking of stopping in this area, of course. So try and get it. I'll take you another flight around, because it's obviously worth showing. There we go everyone, a nice view over Haggerston Castle. So I filmed a bit of a walk around Haggerston, well worth checking out guys. It's in the playlist, it's also in the Haven Holiday Park playlist, and right at the front here you actually do have Haggerston Castle itself, which is not a very big castle, but it does have a nice little garden that you can walk around, as you can see right below us there. Okay, continuing on. So now heading to Berwick upon Tweed, which is just a short hop. Oh, we definitely got some strong winds today. Okay, so another place that I filmed, which is Berwick, and there's also another haven site here, I should point out. If you want to be in a town, as opposed to being a drive away from anywhere. There is a haven site here, which is Haggerston Berwick Holiday Park. Now basically, if you're disabled, or if you don't like walking, or you can't walk, and you've got mobility issues, you can basically walk into town from here without any problems. If you've got a disability buggy, you can get into town. If you've got a camper van, you can park here at Spittal. I'll try and show you. We did see a camper van parked up here. Now, whether they should have been there or not, I don't know, but the top of the hill, there was a parking space. That might have changed, but we're doing some works along here. But we definitely visited, we visited Spittal. But you'll have to not quote me on this, guys, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you're meant to park here or not. There were some vehicles parked down here. See where this building is, right in front of the nose now? There were some vehicles parked in this area of Spittal. That's a lovely little beach. If you just fancy a little walk around a bit of a beach, we parked down there, and yeah, nice little beach Spittal was. Nice little area. Okay, so we are now coming over Berwick upon Tweed and the castle ruins and the haven site. You can see it's quite a big place. A nice park for the kids to play on. Nice big park there on the left wing. You can see all the ramparts, the old walled city. This is the golf course at the front here, guys. And this is the haven site. That we're flying over now. So it's not a big, you know, it's not a massive haven site, but it is a nice haven site. But I do believe it's quite expensive. But then that makes sense based on where it is. Because like I say, you can walk straight into town from here. There's a path here in the road, and you can basically walk straight in and get straight into the town centre very easily. A cracking fish and chip shop, which is around my left wingtip now on that main road there. Cracking fish and chip shop. Got to tell you, very friendly man that owns it. He gives us lots of information. See that? It's basically that building there, the whitish building with the grey roof behind us. I'll make a turn and try and give you another view of it. So I'll film my drone around here. Film this bridge and the driftwood ship, which is down there somewhere, but you can't see it on this footage. But there's a local man who's made a ship made out of driftwood, and it's just on the path there at the side of the river there. But yeah, where my left wingtip is now, great chip shop just there on the main road. Definitely worth visiting. But Berwick itself is a fantastic place to walk around. You can park in that car park there. You see, just north of the plane. We parked there. We walked all the way around the ramparts here. The old wall. Lots of information on Lowry, because Lowry, the famous painter, did lots of his paintings here. So there's lots of information boards and scenes where he would actually take his paintings, and you can basically look at where he basically filmed, where he basically painted. And then we're coming back over the bridges again, back into town. But yeah, another place we really enjoy visiting. So that's it, guys. We're going to head over to our tentative landing spot now. Which is a bit further than I'd wanted to, but I can't find one any closer, to be honest. So on YouTube, guys, I've given the video a bit of a cut. There's nothing to see leading up to this point. Now we are doing the landing, so we'll feed it in now. The wind has definitely picked up. Okay, let's make our turn. So into more of a downwind section now. What's it doing here? Oh, it's windy, guys. We're down, guys, we're down. You can see it, you can hear the wind. The wind's picked up so much, you can even see the flag moving. Just get clear of the runway. Oh, we're sat on the runway. Okay. So that's it. We are down, everyone. We are down. It's a pretty straightforward flight today. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. was a lot of fun. We did see quite a few things, especially around Whole Island, which is probably one of my favourite places where to visit. And yeah, next time we'll continue up the coast and we'll try and make our way around to Edinburgh, I think, or part of Edinburgh anyway. We'll make his way up to that part of the coast. So thank you very much for watching, and we're back again soon and more. So thank you and goodbye.